In today's news, South African man charged. McMaster officially receives OBE. BVI'S star athlete ADAEJAH returns. 3 teams tied 11 points. Rotary Club Sunrise installs new EARLYACT club. Lions Club plans major projects. ESHS MOSAIC 2 features ESHS talent. The MANATEE mural unveiled. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. ADAEJAH Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Friday, November 29th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Friday's wish to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has officially charged 36-year-old South African national Leslie Jabert with manslaughter following a tragic marine accident that claimed the life of Stephen Cross Jr., a 39-year-old resident of St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands. The incident occurred on the evening of November 22nd near Sabre Rock. Preliminary investigations revealed that the 21-foot rib collided with a dinghy, leaving Cross critically injured. He was rushed to the Nurse Iris O'Neill Clinic and later to the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. Jobert, arrested in connection with the case, appeared at the magistrate's court and was granted bail in $120,000 cash bail. He is required to return to court on February 11, 2025. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force say they continue their investigation into the circumstances of the collision and has assured the public that thorough inquiries will be had. They have also extended condolences to the Cross family and loved ones. Kyron McMaster now has another title to his name after being newly minted as the Kyron McMaster OBE on Thursday, 28th November 2024. BVI'S Olympian, who is currently ranked 4th in the world for 400-meter athletes, Kyron McMaster was honored and bestowed with the title Officer of the Order of British Empire by Princess Royal at the Buckingham Palace. According to the BVI Athletics Association Facebook page, Kyron noted, and I quote, "It feels good to be recognized by the British Empire for my due diligence in sports and the British Virgin Islands." He further added that he doesn't take this honor lightly. Kyron anticipates, however, much more achievements in his future, including possibly working his way up to being honored as Sir Kyron McMaster. The OBE investiture is bestowed to renew outstanding contributions in war, communities, and various professional and philanthropic areas of life. BVI'AA congratulated Kyron, stating, and I quote, "We celebrate you, Kyron McMaster OBE. This is a well-deserved honor." The owners, management, and staff of CCT, BVI Cable TV, and 284 Media also congratulate Mr. Kyron McMaster OBE on receiving this auspicious award. Olympian and junior world champion ADAEJAH returned to the British Virgin Islands on Thursday to a warm reception at the Road Town Ferry Terminal. Her arrival marked her first visit since her historic performances at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships in Peru and the Paris Olympic Games. Hodge achieved unprecedented success, becoming the first BVI athlete to win medals in 2 finals at the same World Athletics competition, claiming gold in the women's 200 meters and silver in the 100 meters. Mr. Steve Augustine, president of the BVI Athletics Association, expressed pride in Hodge's accomplishments and excitement for her engagements in the territory, including her motivational workshop.
We're glad to have a home We're going to look forward to the interaction that she's going to have with us. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing ADAEJAH speak. I had the opportunity to speak with her the evening that she won the 200. That was certainly over the phone. We have her here in person. And I definitely look forward to hearing more about that accomplishment. It's not just an everyday accomplishment that she made at All Under 20 Championships. Things like this don't happen too often. The BVI is lucky to have it, to have an athlete representing the BVI that went to World Under 20 Championships and perform at that level. That is something that the entire world was looking at. Everyone was focused on those two events. She went out and she handled her business. I've seen her, I've watched her over the years, ever since she was a toddler until where she's at now. I know she has a lot more in store for the BVI.
Mr. Ephraim Penn, president of the BVI Olympic Committee, praised her Olympic presence, describing her as, and I quote, the star of the show, wherever she goes.
Being the youngest at Paris, she conducted herself. You would not realize that she was the youngest person there. You would think she'd been there many times. She's a veteran at the field. I was just recently at a Congress, the ADAEJAH Congress, and during the Olympics, ADAEJAH had a media center where the small NOCs like ourselves will go to get media outing. And when they start showing the photos on the screen, every other photo was of ADAEJAH. I said, well, what's going on here? It just was amazing. She captured the audience there also. So whenever she goes, she lights up a room. She is the star of the show.
Hodge, passionate about youth empowerment, shared her enthusiasm for hosting her first workshop in the territory on Saturday, November 30th.
I have this workshop that I planned ahead of time for the young athletes of the BVI. Being a student athlete or an athlete in general, or even just a regular individual, is very hard to set goals and find the ways to basically achieve those goals. So with my workshop, I'm looking to help younger kids set habits to achieve their goals.
ADAEJAH's visit is expected to inspire the next generation of athletes in the Virgin Islands and celebrate her groundbreaking journey. Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, life unlimited.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI, CCT Fire, and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along, the National Football League standings continue to heat up with Virgin Gorda United solidifying their lead at 16 points following a weekend victory over Rebels FC at the Virgin Gorda Recreational Ground. A dominant 3-1 performance keeps them unbeaten and comfortably ahead of the pack. Trailing behind are Lion Heart FC, Wolves, and Positive FC, all tied at 11 points for second, third, and fourth positions, respectively. At Greenland Football Stadium on Sunday, Lionheart earned a 1-1 draw against Wolves after a 42nd minute equalizer by Justice Brown cancelled Marcus Robinson's first half goal.
The Lionheart find Hugo. Hugo knocked it inside for number 17. Number 17 back to Hugo as he going across. Wallius tipped it out of the pack, going on the left, taking it up the flank. Been a charge there by Dublin. Ball ricochet loses, but Hugo regain. Nicely going the other way. Pushed up the flank once more. Wallius in control, knocked it inside to this one could be trouble. It's a goal! Nicely taken down there by the number 10 player, that's Marcus. And it's in the back of the Lionheart, still trying to get into the onion bag. Alan Joe, send a long ball down, trying to find Hugo, but find the defender of Lionheart instead. Tapped it inside, find Willful Skillful who turned nicely. Going around one player. Push it inside nicely. Gilbert is there, making an overlap. Gilbert, sent across. Away from goal, it's there, oh my goodness! It's in the back of the net, it's a goal! So we are even, Stephen, here at the Greenland Stadium as the head comes in from the Lionheart.
Islanders FC moved to 5th position with 9 points, securing a 2-0 win against Positive FC. Antonio Rodney delivered a match-winning brace in the 41st and 68th minutes.
Positive, number 4. Tapped it over, trying to find his player, but Serious is there at the end of it. Going the other way. Islanders in control. Spice. Tapped it inside. Find who? The veteran, Ranelli. Ranelli find number 99, Chinny, with the ball. Trying to decide. Spread it once more. See, Shala, ball by himself. Shala, taking it to the defender. Shala, inside. Oh my goodness, opening my shot. Comes in. It's a goal! Beauty of a goal. Open the Positive. All 4 players went on. Number 9, coming the other way. Find number 2. Number 2 back to Serious. Number 3. Serious find number 13, Spice, with the ball for Islanders. Knocked it inside. Shot right there. Motoring down the flank. Let's see if he go overhaul it. Yes, he can. Get it inside. You have one man to beat. Get around him. Left foot. It's a goal! It's into the back of the net. The keeper couldn't hold on. Swept it in nicely. Hard shot to deal with on the floor. And it's 2-0 in favor.
On Saturday, One Love United outclassed Panthers FC 3-1 at Greenland.
Just put on the next number. You have the 30. Yo, print on next side. Thank you.
Really good though. I tell you, I will let you know by the time you tell me she wants.
Number 8, no, not number 8, but 0.
Meanwhile, Virgin Gorda was buzzing as Sugar Boys FC Old Madrid 6-1, showcasing their offensive prowess. The Rotary Club Sunrise of Rotown recently installed new members and a new board of the EARLYACT Club at the Francis Letson Primary School in Greenland, Tortola, BVI. Rotary Club Sunrise will serve as a sponsor club and administer guidance and support to the new board, along with 25 additional students. In an official statement, Youth Services Director of Rotary Club Sunrise, Sonia Penn, said, and I quote, EARLYACT is a school-wide service club that targets students ages 5 to 13 years, in which the newly installed EARLYACT Club members, as well as the new board at the Francis Letson Primary School, is proudly sponsored by the Rotary Club Sunrise of Rotown under the leadership of President Faye Smith Penn. As director, she said, of Youth Services, it is important, of course, at the new installation, she mentioned on November 27th, where Rotarians were present, including District Governor Rosemary Flax, Youth Services Director Sonia Penn, President-elect Ron Grant, and past President Gretchen Hodge Penn, along with teachers as well as students. Now, the installment of the new board and members of the Francis Letson Primary School EARLYACT Club, sponsored by the Rotary Club Sunrise, is as follows. President Zofia Swift, Vice President Dean Nibbs, Recording Secretary Orlando Glasgow, Recording Secretary Aaliyah Vantapool, Treasurer Chance Williams. Of course, with a number of other early actors who have been installed. Now, viewers, the club, Rotary Club Sunrise, has continued to support these students across the territory, including the sister islands of Anegada and Virgin Gorda, making sure that they have the needed keys to progress. As it progresses in youth development, a special presentation was also made to teacher and advisor at the Francis Letton Primary School, Ms. Chantel McTavius, for her hard work as well as commitment. The Lions Club of Tortola has already begun major planning for a number of initiatives to benefit the Virgin Islands in 2025. In a recent interview, President of the Lions Club of Tortola, MURAL, spoke on what the club has in store for 2025, beginning with a Young Men's Summit.
The Young Men's Summit, we're looking at having it in February of 2025. And the general idea, which I've had this idea a few years now, and it became more prevalent during last year, it's to actually engage young men, probably between the ages of 14 to probably about 18 or so. And I have a really very good project lead, Lion Troy, which I know is a very popular guy, and he's looked up to by many young men. So the idea we came up with is to create sort of a man cave environment. And where we'd be able to speak to the young men on items such as making good decisions, giving them tools to make the decisions, looking at their health, looking at their well-being, and all those fall into decision making. Looking at grooming, looking at I remember there was an interview some time ago. You guys said chivalry was dead, so we're trying to get some of that back into the young men. Yes. So it's an overall approach we're looking at, and we welcome your attendance as well to be able to guide us with that. So some of the funds would go towards that.
Wonderful. She also spoke about the upcoming food symposium, which is geared towards healthy eating habits to combat non-communicable diseases.
Another portion of the funds would go towards a food symposium, which we're looking at in January. That would be, I think, one of the first as well for us. So the general idea is that we would look at food from a perspective of the benefits we can gain in terms of delaying the onset of some of the common diseases that we're engaged. So we look at a panel discussion, which would be led by doctors. And those doctors would be able to engage the community to say, okay, rather than having just potatoes, maybe have sweet potatoes, because we know sweet potatoes usually have much more benefit. So that's just, a little preview. And then we will have some chefs, Chef Mike and a few others have agreed to be able to do some demonstrations on quick menus that can be put together, quick recipes that can be put together, so persons are still benefiting from the healthy food and not being deterred to figure out it's this much planning to get to being healthy. So that's the approach there.
Additionally, she spoke on the Vision Reload, a continuation of the success of Vision 2020, which is geared towards eye testing for youth, the elderly, and vulnerable populations.
The third item that I'm hoping the car raffle would support is our Vision 24 Reloaded. I'm calling it Reloaded because when we ran through the project in April, it was a really huge success, and we thank the community for all the support. We thank everyone for the help we got. We really have gotten really good feedback from that. But we identified there are some schools that were underserved. Those schools would have been Elmo Stout, Joyce Samuels, and I believe Enos Adams. Okay. So we want to target those 3 schools and prepare it in such a format that we're actually going into the school this time to be able to reach the kids that didn't come out to us.
Understood.
Though we did provide transportation and many opportunities, there were a little bit of a logistics. So I'm pleading to the parents, if you get a request from us to give a consent, please consent so that we can be able to service a child. I recall the consent forms was one of the issues that we encountered why we couldn't really serve them as we needed to. So those are the main things that we'd be looking at with the funding.
For the full interview, visit all Tweet4 media platforms. Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon?
I
could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you. Attention Anegada residents! Attention Anegada residents! CCT is coming to you! That's right! CCT will be visiting Anegada every third Wednesday of the month. Need to pay your bill? Sign up for a new service? Or have a customer service concern? CCT has got you covered! No need to leave the island, CCT is here to make staying connected easier than ever. Mark your calendars for every third Wednesday starting October 16th and visit us for all your CCT service needs. For more information, call us at 444-4444 or follow us on any of our social media pages. See you soon, Anegada!
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home. Keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. The Elmore Stout High School will be hosting its annual Christmas concert on Sunday, December 8th, 2024 at the Queen Elizabeth Park. This year's event is themed a festive MOSAIC. Head of the ESHS Music Department, Mrs. Miriam Waterman-Steele, alongside Mr. Andre Brathwaite, Musical Director of Bands, spoke on the upcoming fundraiser. Mrs. Waterman-Steele first presented a background of the department.
So it's one department. Okay. It's one department, but we're divided into music and theatre arts, actually. We're really excited to have them on board. We think that this collaboration, you know, the arts, it's going to make for an amazing production, really. We work together really well, and because of that, we're incorporating them even more into the concert. So super excited for that.
Mr. Brathwaite spoke on the various bands that will be featured.
This year, as you know, we still have the junior and the senior concert ensembles.
Okay.
They're standard. That you know they've been around quite a long time. You know, and we also have the concert choir. That was around before the bands.
Okay.
Then we have the junior and senior steel bands. We've added on a flute choir. Mrs. Steele's heavily into that. We also have a sax choir. Mr. Alexander deals with that group. We also have the Fungi Band. We also have, tell me something. The jazz. Well, see, I do that one. we brought back the jazz band. Yeah. The students really like that one as well. So we have so many groups that are performing, and then we have extra other collaborations amongst those groups, as well as some guest artists that will come out that have been products of the BVI ESHS school, you know, and we're really excited about that.
Additionally, Mrs. Waterman-Steele provided a breakdown on the event.
We're outside, we're under the stars. Beautiful. This time. We're gonna have a Christmas village in the beginning. It's going to be a showcase exhibition, you know, where different departments get to sell and showcase what they do at MCMASTER. So it's no longer just a music concert, it's really an ESHS family. So we're gonna have the Family and Consumer Science department. They're gonna showcase some clothing, some things from clothing and textiles, food and nutrition, some management things. We have the PE departments coming out because, you know, it's a Christmas fair. We're gonna have some fair games at that. We have the technical department showcasing what they do. We have the arts department. Now, let me tell you, the art department is excited.
Beautiful.
They are ready. They have prints, they have graphics, they have live demonstrations. They're telling me they're going to have there. Actually, I went to the youth expo that the ministry had recently, and I saw 2 of our students there who have their own business. So I invited them as well. So they're going to be there showcasing their business products, selling as well. 2 of our students wrote books.
Wow.
So they're going to be there as well. So excited for that.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
Can't believe we're going to have a concession stand, of course, and this is done by the ESHS teachers. So it's really a family affair, you know?
And a great sense of collaboration.
Exactly. So that would be the Christmas village that starts at 4 o'clock, and that's going till 6 o'clock.
She also shared the various seating options and cost.
At 6:30, that's when the concert starts, and we're gonna move into another area in the park. We actually have tiered seating. So what we want is we have covered seating. You can pay for that. That's $25 for adults, $15 for children. But we also want a picnic vibe.
Okay.
So bring your rugs, bring your chairs, bring your bean bag, you know, just come and enjoy. It's really for, you have those kids who can't sit still, you know, it's a little more relaxed, a little more comfortable. You still see the stage and everything. And that would be $20 for adults and $10 for kids. So it's really something for everybody.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Director of Culture Dr. Catherine Smith announced recently the mural, the MANATEE, that was unveiled on Friday at the Bambouche Lounge in honor of the Virgin Islands Maritime Heritage. Dr. Smith said this year the Culture and Tourism Month has focused on cultural tourism, and the Bambouche Lounge represents a business with a cultural product. She said the lounge's pottery is a great example of the cultural arts and craft. The unveiling of the mural, the MANATEE, and its homage to Virgin Islands maritime and maritime heritage has served to craft its cultural ambiance even furthermore. The occasion will feature a lineup of speakers, including Junior Minister of Culture and Tourism, the Honorable Luce Hodge Smith, Director of the Virgin Islands Studies Institute, Mrs. Bernadine Louis, and Managing Director of the Association of Reef Keepers, Dr. Shannon Gore. Artist Christine Taylor will also make a special presentation on the mural's artistic vision. The event will culminate with the unveiling of the mural, which celebrates the importance and the role of the MANATEE in the territory's maritime history. Meanwhile, owner of Bambouche Lounge, Mr. Eldred Williams, said the commissioning of the mural has a very personal and deeper meaning for him. He said, "It is rooted in my personal memories of working during my younger years at the boatyard at the moorings with David Smith and Evelyn Hodge." Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284 Media, as well as to follow us on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates, 284 Media on Facebook, 284 BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable Friday, happy Friday, as well as a lovely weekend. Goodbye.